All right, folks, I had a lot of people ask for a video about to show them how to gut an animal hanging head up. Most people gut hanging by the Achilles. They put a gambrel in the Achilles and string them up. And to me, you're working against gravity with the rib cage. You know, everything falls inside the rib cage. So for this week's Tip Tuesday, I'm going to show you how I got an animal hanging from the head. This is a black buck. They're pretty small. They're pretty easy. Goes pretty fast. So first thing I'm doing is he's filthy because it's wet, and I'm kind of filthy too, but that's all right. I do wear gloves pretty much anytime I gut anything. I'm not real concerned about getting any disease from an animal, but I also have to cook dinner after we're done with this, and I like drinking Dr. Pepper, and I want it to smell and taste like Dr. Pepper versus the inside of something. So all I'm doing here, just the same, is we're doing this for a shoulder mount. So I'm just cutting the penis and the testicles off. So a lot of people will try and ream out inside the H-bone and all that. When I'm doing it like this, I don't worry about it. If once I get him to the skinning area, I may do it, I may not. It doesn't really matter. But I just cut the penis off, then I separate the hams, and I go all the way down to the H-bone. And then I'm just splitting the abdomen open. And it's a black buck. They swell up in a hurry, so I'm trying to do it without getting it all over me. So I split right up to the sternum, and then you'll reach in, you'll feel the diaphragm. I just take my knife, go through the diaphragm. Once I poke a hole in it, I grab the diaphragm, and then I try and cut all the way around. Or as far around as I can. And then once I cut the diaphragm, I reach in. There's some connective tissue that holds the heart and the lungs up against the sternum. So all I'm doing is, I'm left-handed, so I'm taking my knife and I'm cutting that like this. I hang on to the heart to keep it away from the sternum, and I just cut it. And then I reach in as far as I can, cut the esophagus and the trachea. And then my dog eats raw, so I'm saving the heart for him. Oops. But then you just let gravity. We're gonna have to wash this one. You just let gravity kind of take everything out for you instead of letting it all fall down in the rib cage. And all I'm doing is cutting the diaphragm, and then I'm not cutting hardly anything at all. Gravity's doing most of the work. when I get down to the H-bone, I'm just kind of sticking my hands as far inside the H-bone as I can, or the pelvic bone, whatever you want to call it. I'm getting as much out of I think that's the small intestine, right before it comes out the rectum. I'm getting as much of the pellets out as I can. I'm just kind of milking them forward. I get them all out. I pinch everything, and then I stick my knife down inside the H-bone as far as I can. And again, on a black buck, they're kind of small, but I just keep everything pinched. And that's it.